breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that is trying to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. We are kind of live. It's Monday. We're not 100% live. Yes, I have my mullet on. We're going to talk about the Florida Man games. I am not on TikTok. It's not working. So we're on YouTube, X, and Facebook. So welcome, everybody. Good morning. Our Daily Brew is back on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. 3 days of Daily Brew coming up. We have no dogs today as they are still at the vet. We had to board them up for the week as we were up in St. Augustine for the most wildest weekend. It was Saturday, but I've shared enough of it. Florida Man games. Thanks to Pete and the whole crew for their hospitality and inviting us up for that. What a wonderful day. Met so many people. It was so amazing. OMG Wicks, of course, Lane, and others. It was what a week. What a weekend. So there you go. We'll talk a little bit about it, but it was incredible. In fact, I did search Florida Man games. Fox did a news story. Associated Press did a news story. Pretty cool deal. There's a lot of news out there. And I did some commentary. We did the Cat 5 cash grab and helped judge the mullet contest, which is not real. But, you know, maybe one day. I don't know. So let me turn off my TikTok here. So eats up CPU. So how's it going, everybody? Let's say hi and see how your weekend was as we get rolling here. Not a lot of weather to talk about, which is good. We don't like severe weather. There is a little chance today and tomorrow for the middle upper U.S. to watch. But, yeah, Chris, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Atlanta NASCAR race was incredible. I don't know how they did that. The way they paved that track, they did something right, man. They were 3 wide, 4 wide. Louis will be back Wednesday, I promise. New York Times covered it. Oh my goodness, DGB. Crazy. It was awesome. And it was inaugural. It was the first one. Morning, Miss Morgan. What's up? Up there in Milton. What's up, Bob Parrish? Miss Shelley, hello again. What's up, Mary Crouch? Met a lot of locals in St. Augustine, so I was really happy to be up there. We went to a place called the Floridian for dinner. It's really good. Pretty good. Electric Classics, yep. There's a lot of news on this upcoming hurricane season. We'll touch on it again. I've been touching on it every show. Still February. I don't want to get going on the hype machine yet. But, yeah. 2 weeks of Daily Brews. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then a week from Saturday, we head on Royal Caribbean for our MWP cruise. Ordered stickers today, koozies today. Oh, we got Shelly working on our swag bags. So excited to hang out with everybody that's going on our cruise. Our third annual Mike's Weather Page cruise coming up. Next year will not be during spring break. So we're going to have maybe one in April and May. We're going to see what dates are available. But watch for news on next year's little weather cruise. But yeah, I got the hat on, Sabic. I'm getting a haircut today, so I went kind of cheap and didn't comb my hair because I'm going to get a haircut today. But I did wear this hat. I did have one comment. Somebody was a little mad. They said that I wasn't walking around, but Julie will confirm that I probably took at least 200 selfies. So if you didn't see me up there, I apologize. It's probably because I blended in with everybody else up there. Everybody had mullets. I had a beer in my hand. So I look like Florida man. So maybe I blended in a little too much maybe. But Morgan, there you go. Be fun to have you guys. Heck yeah. What's up there? Bob, Jennifer Shaw, good morning. James, what's happening? Softball tomorrow night. Can't wait. Apparently Emily's going to pitch, so I'm pretty stoked on that. What's up, Miss Katie Haley? Can't wait for the Brew Cruise. Me either. Corey got a selfie. Hey, there you go. I got evidence. One selfie. It was fun. Met a lot of cool folks. Anyway, so our Daily Brew, listen, as we get closer to hurricane season, number one comment I get, which I'm really surprised about, is 90% of people follow only during hurricane season. So when the season gets around, you can count on us here. Our Daily Brew brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Our great friends there, big Florida-based company, family-owned and operated, support us for their 5th year now, which we can't thank them enough. We'll be live daily, Monday through Friday, 9:19 Eastern. We'll be streaming on all the platforms. When there's a storm, I always stream at night. And when there's a storm, I always stream on the weekends. So you can always count on up-to-date information here when there's weather, especially during the tropics. That's what we do. Right now, there's not a lot. I was a little wondering what the heck we're going to talk about today. There's our picture, though, from the weekend. OMG Wicks, met some fans here. They shared that earlier today. So that's what it looked like up there in St. Augustine. My flip phone man, Mr. Publix himself, we're pretty cool friends now. We've collabed in the past, and it was great to finally meet him. So, all right, here's what it looks like right now. Brandon says he needs a storm for work. Totally understand it. There's a lot of folks that rely on the storm industry. Facts of life, right? David Berryhill, how's Carolina's going up there? Come to the summit. Okay, it's a deal. Jessica, were you there? Awesome. Cool. It was fun. Tom, what's up? Marcia, hey, thanks for the stars, Miss Marcia. You've been a long-time follower. Appreciate that. Valerie Bauer, good morning. So, Friday, March 8th live. I think we're coming over there Friday to stay. I can't remember if we got a hotel room or not. Here's what the weather looks like. So that weather right there in a nutshell is nothing going on. Here's a better, wider angle. This includes all of our friends down in the Caribbean, Belize. We have a lot of folks in Belize. Hello, Belize. We have friends down in the Caymans. We have friends in Jamaica. We have a lot of followers in the Yucatan. We have a lot of followers in the Bahamas and Hispaniola and Puerto Rico. Doesn't really show the islands here, the Antilles, but that is dry air. So pretty much anybody in yellow, orange, and red are seeing nothing but blue sky. Pretty awesome. We do have that Pacific jet stream rolling in there, bringing up some weather to the West Coast, and up there to the Pacific Northwest. We have a lot of action in the West Coast right now currently, but there you go. That's weather in a nutshell. Not a lot. High temperatures today. I thought this was pretty interesting. We've been talking about the Texas heat. Will Texas see 100 degrees this week? We'll see. But high temperatures today. Look at all these 90s. Incredible. Upper 90s here across middle parts of Texas, southern part of Texas. High temperatures today. Unbelievable heat right there going into Oklahoma. Some's going to stretch into Arkansas and Louisiana and Mexico there and Arizona maybe. But, man, 80s popping into Mississippi a little bit. So it's pretty hot. 70s all the way up to the Great Lakes. 70s, which is ironically, Florida will not see an 80 degree today, which is really weird. Because, 90s, 20 degree difference between Texas and Florida. So these are your high temperatures today. Rainfall for today, Zippo. Look at this. My goodness, they're almost Zippo. So you can pretty much draw a line. This light green is 0.01. We joke about 0.01. I don't even know if that's measurable in sprinkles or not. But look, nothing today. So that's pretty uneventful. A little bit out west, some of that snow, obviously, the higher elevations, big time across the California there. But that's it, man. We got nothing. See you Wednesday. What's up, Mr. Scott? Good morning there over there on YouTube. What's up, James Fort? Good morning. Destiny, I would love ball caps. We did a special merch run Friday. We sold out. I think I'm going to do them again. We're going to try to do special merch drops on Friday. Now that Julie is semi-retired, been at Publix for 37 years. My goodness. We're going to start doing a little bit more fun stuff on the merch drop stuff. Andrea from Claremont, good morning. Vicky, yep, enjoy those 70s while you can. Because if that's your thing, they will not be around much longer. Right. What's up, Sean from Massachusetts? You all got more hurricane threats last year than we did. You see, you just never know. All right, so that's rainfall here. 5-day rainfall. Let's look at this through the weekend. This is through Saturday morning. All right, so what does this mean? Well, first off, out west, holy cow, lots of rain, snow or high elevation. This is rainfall through Saturday morning. We do have a frontal line setting up. We do have storms to talk about. We're going to talk about these storms here Tuesday. A little bit of rain showing up down here, but it doesn't look like any severe weather. So we do have a front line coming through. Remember, now, we talked about this last week. This low pressure that was digging did not dig very far south. So when these low pressures don't dig south, the severe weather ends up disappearing. So the good news is the severe weather chances for Wednesday have reduced because this low pressure is getting out of here and it's losing this fuel down here from the south. So a big weather story. This is rainfall through Friday. Now you notice Texas obviously dry, Florida Peninsula almost nothing showing through the week. Good news for softball folks like us. Here's severe weather today. This is Monday, so we're going to see a line of storms going up there around the Great Lakes today. Talking about big hail possibilities today and overnight tonight. So we could see inch plus hail in this area. Now tomorrow, this is it for the week. This is the big weather story for the week. Big storms, talking about tornadoes. Our low pressure sets up 988-ish. Anytime you get 990 below, storm chances definitely increase. So, the big talk here is going to be hail. And I do believe we even have a 3-day or a 2-inch. I think we do. Do they have that yet? Yeah, we have a hatched area. So anytime you get a hatched area for tomorrow, 2 inches plus possible hail. Not guaranteed, just that area. So if you got anybody living up that way, Dusty, my buddy up there, t-shirt buddy, 2-inch hail possible. And there is a tornado chance. We got 5%. So usually in the Brown area tomorrow, we can see some tornadoes. So that's pretty far north, not typical. That's tomorrow. Big wind and hail. Then we go to Wednesday, and this was the big change. At one time, there was a slight 15% long-range look for Wednesday. And guess what? It's gone. Good news. Low pressure's pulling out. A lot less storms. Now, they are saying, maybe in the morning, Wednesday morning, we can still see some lingering storms, but that's it. So the Wednesday storm chances have decreased quite a bit. Lower morning sunshine. Oh, Harold said, DeLand's, what's up, Harold? You're Florida, founded by French. So you're part of Florida, Harold. Pretty cool. Jay from Armpit. What's that, the Big Bend? What official, Jay, what is the official, what is that? I assume Big Bend area? Harold, I think, yeah, there's a cold front. This is a cold front. Yep. What's up, Cliff from Eastern Carolina? Linda, what's up, Miss Linda? My crayon girl. All right, so there's your storm chances for Wednesday. As far as like temperatures go, nothing really is dramatic. Here's your 7-day map. Let's go to 00Z because everything works a little better during that. Let's zoom in on it, reduce a little bit here, bring it into the states a little bit more. Oh, that's pretty much everybody in a nutshell. Might be hard to see, but oh well, this is the way it goes. All right. Let's see. What can we look at? Weather type might be easier to look at. No, I guess not. Okay, well, obviously nothing today. So weather today, a little bit of rain northeast. There's your heavy stuff out west. Let's go tomorrow. Here's that cold front. So there is a lot of snow on the backside, Harold. Yes, this is tomorrow's front line. You can see it. It never really dipped as expected. That's why the storms are maintained a little bit more central northern parts of the U.S. here. So we didn't get that big dip in the jet stream that we were showing last week. This is tomorrow. Throughout the day tomorrow, there's your big storms tomorrow. So there's our low pressure tomorrow. This whole area is why it's highlighted. There's your low right there. And big snow on the backside. So this is tomorrow evening. There's your big weather going into Wednesday. There's a little bit of lingering rains for going into Wednesday, but storm chances have been reduced. Some of these rains might touch the upper Gulf, but it looks like, again, because that low pressure is way up here pulling north, it's going to keep everything to the north. Tomorrow night, we might get a little wintry weather to the backside in the mountains. Maybe Wednesday afternoon over into Thursday morning, we could see a little bit of wintry weather. There's your rains. That's a high pressure keeping things dry. A little pop out west here Wednesday afternoon. Thursday morning, there's our front getting through Florida. Not a really cold front per se. Nothing too drastic as far as temperatures go. So it's not really that cold. There's your Thursday front line. Now, this little surge of moisture has been showing. One time it showed a lot more storm chances going into the weekend. So here's Thursday morning into Thursday midday. That frontal line goes through Florida and the East Coast, but doesn't have a lot of moisture with it. We get into Friday, closer to Friday, Thursday night here. There's that little bit of secondary surge that was showing a lot for later this week. And we get into Friday morning. It could bring some moisture to the upper Gulf Coast on Friday morning. So there's that secondary surge. There's our warm front. Sometimes these things back up, and the warm front will help supply a little bit of fuel. So big question mark is going to be the secondary surge. This is Friday, currently Friday morning to Friday afternoon. There's, Texas, upper Gulf Coast. This is that one time the euro was showing a little bit stronger, but we'll see. Sometimes these little lows back up. And notice this little low pressure here. Nothing yet. However, early season setups, if they were to get any early season storms, then this is where they would be. One spot. Sometimes we get some crossover energy, but these little lingering tails of fronts sometimes produce systems, but nothing really showing yet. A lot of wind shear, but the water temperatures are good. Here's Friday night. There's your rainfall. So upper Gulf, Friday into Friday night could be that secondary surge, and this has been really consistent. Here is Saturday morning. There's your little low backing up. This is what could be interesting. This could be this has been classic El Nino this year. A little bit of surge coming in off of that Gulf. So we'll keep an eye on this little low pressure area. This is Saturday. This weekend, unfortunately, could spoil some plans into the Saturday. Here's Saturday afternoon, and it kind of loses some punch here, the Florida Peninsula. And then here's Sunday, going into Sunday. So there is a chance of rain here to watch in the southeast this weekend, and then it gets on out of here for our next system, which is March the 4th. And again, this is starting to show signs of storms, but as we learned from this week's system, let's not go that far out because things change for sure. But the secondary surge is definitely looking possible for this weekend. Looking at the euro here on windy, we go to Friday. Here's that secondary surge. It's showing some lightning. This is Friday, 1 p.m. GFS has been kind of consistent, so showing the same thing. This is Friday, 1 p.m. We get into, Friday night. Could be some random storms across the south here. Friday night. And then Saturday, some random storms somewhere. Here's Saturday noon. Here's Saturday night. Saturday night. So you can just see that rain chances are definitely up for this weekend. Sunday, a little bit more into Florida Peninsula than it was on Saturday. And what this looks like here on GFS and Euro on Tropical Tidbits, you kind of see it. We get our initial storm line, and then we get a secondary little pop here. Here is storms tomorrow brewing. And then here's your frontal line for Wednesday. It's weaker, but it will have a little definition to it. Here's Wednesday PM. It's trying to make its way south Wednesday night. Kind of fizzles out through Florida on Thursday morning. But here's that back up around surge coming up for Friday night, Friday PM, Saturday morning, Saturday PM, and then Sunday, so before our next system comes in, which could be bigger, but too far away to be certain. Temperatures, it's not really a big cold front like we talked about. It's not that significant. Model maps here, let's take a look at temperatures. So it's not really a drastic cold front this week. Here are your lows for Tuesday. believe it or not, look at Florida. It's still in the 40s. East Coast in the 40s for tomorrow. I guess it is pretty cold up north. Single digits for tomorrow morning. That's cold. There's your lows across the middle part of Texas, upper Gulf, Mississippi Valley there. Tomorrow morning, 60s for a low. That'll be muggy. You might see some fog out of that. We'll see if there's any fog advisories tomorrow. More than likely, we'll see fog somewhere here when the temperatures are rising. Here's your Wednesday lows. Still 50s in Florida. There's your front line. We got some single digits here for Wednesday morning, so it is pretty cold out there, Harold. But Thursday morning lows. Oh, man, we're not seeing very many 30s across the south. Mainly 40s for Thursday morning. And that's it. 40s back up towards Tennessee on Friday. And then there you go. So this is not a very big cold front for the south and the east. Your low temperatures for Saturday are back to 60s. Low temperature for Miami on Saturday morning will be 72, 70s in the Keys. Sunday, more the same. And then Monday. Here's that next big cold front maybe coming. We'll see what happens next week. But, hey. Anyway. Cocoa Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. I think that's more exciting. Cassandra waiting on pool weather. Heck yeah. Yesterday, funny story. So we got home from Tallahassee. St. Augustine. And it was 70, it felt warm outside. And Sarah thought she was going to go swimming until she put her toe in the water. And I think it was like in the 50s. So no swimming here at home. Good morning, Miss Sherry Brown from Kentucky. Good morning, Miss Stacy Wilson. Morning, Vivid Souders, is that how you do it? Yeah. Thanks for the stars, Jennifer Thompson. Agua? David Green. How do you say that? David Green. Hello from Orlando. So I made a big mistake on Sunday. We left there to come home around 9. Me being Florida man assumed that our trusty Interstate 4 would be okay on Sunday before noon, right? Should have been. Not. It was awful. I have never seen Interstate 4 so bad in all my life. It was the most frustrating trip ever from Orlando to Tampa Airport. Like, I have never seen traffic like this ever. So disappointed as I grew up on Interstate 4. And there is no escape now. There's no way around it. There is no escape. Interstate 4 is a nightmare. Back roads, Chris. I know. No, listen. Sundays used to be okay. Used to be. We took the back roads up. We went through the villages and took some really nice roads. I don't even remember the names of the roads, but they were awesome little roads. Went through Palatka, little 2-lane roads through the forest there. It was awesome. The kids wanted Chick-fil-A, so trusty old GPS took us 20 miles out of the way to go to Chick-fil-A. Like, we eat Chick-fil-A every day of the week, and like they wanted Chick-fil-A on the way to St. Augustine. I'm like, are you kidding me? We eat Chick-fil-A every day. But being the dad that I am, we went to Chick-fil-A. Between Chick-fil-A and Starbucks, oh my God, you got to have another job. Yeah, this is the last day, Kibby, for the hair. This was just promoting the Florida Man Games, which we were at. Pete and his crew took care of us, hooked us up at the Renaissance Hotel. Beautiful hotel there downtown. It was very nice. Andrews, don't mess with Texas. Not when it's 97, 98 degrees. You know, there was a model this week showing 100 degrees maybe in Texas. Today might be the hottest day. I don't know. But look at this. Look at it. Let's look at Texas. How hot's it going to get? I don't see the hundreds anymore, but let's see. All right. Well, today we could see 96, 97, 98, somewhere around the border down here. Look at the middle 90s here. 95, 96 showing up today. Right in the heart of Texas. Tomorrow, we could see the 100. There's 100 showing down in the south part for Tuesday again tomorrow. And then a little warm up. So South Texas tomorrow could still see 100 degrees. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit quicker to Texas here. Here's South Texas. High temperature tomorrow. Max temp. Drum roll. Here it is. Ooh, 100 degrees. I see it. Tomorrow. 96 is all. Oh my God, son. Tomorrow could see 100 degrees. Texas. That's hot. That's hot. All right, that's cool. A couple fun things. We got a couple fests I'm going to be sharing. Tampa Bay Brewing Company doing something fun here this week. One in Ybor and one in West Chase here. So Friday night, Tampa Bay Brewing Company. I'm going to share it. They're doing a cool little local thing with a bunch of breweries, and it's open to everybody. So in their brewery. Excited about that. So we'll be there for that Friday night. I'm going to share that. So if you're local and want to hang out, we're going to be doing that Friday with my good friends from TVC. Still Julie's favorite. This one right here. Citrus. Gotta love it. Hail, yes. Leon's big hail north. They're expecting around the Great Lakes 2-inch plus possible tomorrow. Maybe an inch tonight, overnight. Big storms up north for sure. Hail is a big concern later tonight, overnight, and definitely tomorrow. 2-inch plus possible hail. So, hail no. It was just 2 weeks ago we were doing our NASCAR. Can't believe Daytona was 2 weeks ago. Unbelievable. But anyway, back to our schedule. We'll be back live Wednesday. Maybe there'll be some weather to talk about. Things are quiet, so that's good. Take your Christmas decorations down if you haven't yet. Katie says, Fox talking about the Florida Man games right now. Yes, I know. I met the crew. They took my number down. We're going to be doing some hurricane stuff with them. So that'll be pretty cool. They recognize me and got my cell phone number, so we're going to be doing some hurricane stuff with them here in a little bit as the season approaches. For sure. All right. Well, we're going to be back live Wednesday. Not a lot going on. Chris said you bought a new road atlas. That's actually a road map. I have not grown my hair out, Leslie. It is a mullet hat. Haircut is coming. I just remembered around Christmas time. I don't know. I just found this. Thank goodness. I bought 4 gift cards from Great Clips, so I'm going to go see my friend Irene. I'll be getting my hair cut today. I should walk in like this. I got a video from Ian with me wearing one like this, but I lost it, obviously, in those Cat 4 winds. Oh, Vicky, you're welcome. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about. Let's talk a little bit about 2024 season. Thank you over there on YouTube. So we're already seeing a lot of forecasts out there. Weatherbell, Ryan Mayhew from Weather Models, and who was another one that I saw early season prediction? There was another map. Oh, AccuWeather. So there's already been 3 pretty hyped up forecasts for 2024. So I just want to be cautious about that because the water temperatures are definitely unbelievable warm right now, 81, 82. Overall water temperatures, especially in the eastern Atlantic, are like right where they usually are in July. So yeah, the water temperatures are hot. The question is, will they stay where they're at? Will we get any sort of upwelling from strong winds? So we don't know what the water temperatures are going to be come hurricane season. But yes, the water temperatures are hot. The simple fact is we're going to be in La Nina, which is almost a guarantee that they're going to boost numbers for predictions. I've shown multiple times that sometimes La Nina years are active, sometimes they're not. It seems like La Nina years, there's a stronger Bermuda high, and we have more of a push through the Caribbean and possibly the continental U.S. It seems that way. However, I have noticed a trend here that I guess I'll bring up for all you sciencey people. The first year after a strong La Nina has not really been as active as I thought. So the only good news, hopefully, possibly, those that don't want a storm or not, let's look back at the last strong El Nino that we had. So 2015 was a strong El Nino. 16 came right back to a La Nina. So let's look at 16 because this is a similar year. We are currently in a strong El Nino. It's expected to come right back to a La Nina by the peak season. So let's look at 2016 and start to see a trend here of maybe the following year isn't as bad as we might think. So here's 16. 16, of course, was Matthew. That was when Shelly and I first met. You can see a high concentration of activity for the Florida or Atlantic East Coast. Again, it seems like during La Nina years we get a little bit more action, pushing a little bit farther to the west. But I don't know. I mean, you could argue it was active, I guess. We had Colin. Oh, what else do we have? Hurricane Alex. January. Oh my God, that was the year we had a hurricane in Alex. So anyway, 2016 was the first year after a strong El Nino. Now let's go back and look at another episode. 2009 was a strong El Nino, following the next year a strong La Nina. So let's look at 2010 and get an idea what we saw then. 2010. Didn't really see a lot. The transitional year. We actually had very little U.S. activity. We had a tropical storm for South Florida, Bonnie. We might have had some South Texas action, maybe, but that was it. I mean, so there you go. So again, that's why I don't want to hype up anything too much yet. 2006 was a strong El Nino year, and it followed by 2007 was a strong La Nina year. So let's look back at 7 and see what it looked like. Here's 7. You could argue it wasn't very active at all. We had maybe Hurricane Huberto. It looks like it made landfall as a hurricane in Texas, but nothing major. So we'll see if that happens. That's why I don't want to downplay the season or anything. Look at 97 was a strong El Nino year, followed by 1998, which was a strong La Nina year. And 98, that's where we were just at. Was I? No, it's a different year. Okay, so 98 did have a little more activity. We had major hurricane. Was it? Which one was that? Was it Mitch? I can't see these numbers very well. Oh, and then the numbers. Number 1. It's Alex. Let's see. Follow the little dots here. I can't really tell exactly number. Was it number 12? These things are so hard to follow. Bonnie. Was it Bonnie? Which major hurricane hit the Carolinas? Somebody will know. Raybo from Maine, good morning. Vicky, good morning. But, so the whole bottom line is, I hate saying it only takes one, but looking back at strong El Nino years with a follow-up of a strong La Nina year, wasn't really as active as I thought. 2020 was a strong La Nina year. We had a record number of storms, but it really came off of a neutral year. Same thing with 17. Obviously, 17 was active, and 18. But it was a second year La Nina. So sometimes the second year La Nina is a little more potent. But again, I guess the point is nothing is guaranteed with the hurricane season, except we do see a lot more action. And this is the prime example. Look at 2023. 2023. This is this year. Because we had strong wind shear coming through the Caribbean. Whoa, what the heck's going on there? Lost all my little numbers. I didn't mean to do that. Go back down. I got things moving all over the place. This year, a lot of wind shear. Very little activity in the Caribbean. That didn't work out too good. 18 was another year that I show all the time. I think they must be working on their there it comes in. All right, here's 18. Another El Nino year. El Nino is not what we're going into. El Nino is when we have little activity. So 18, very little activity. However, as I bring up all the time, we had Michael and Florence, but again, showing you strong Caribbean wind shear because of El Nino. Now you go to La Nina, which we're going into. Prior years, 20. Let's just look at 20, 21, and 22. So 20 was a La Nina year, and you can just see a huge difference. Big time. So whereas El Nino had no activity here, we have quite a bit brewing in the Caribbean. So that's La Nina, and that gave a lot more action in the Gulf because we had more action here. It appeared that during La Nina we have a little bit more action pushing off to the west with a stronger ridging high pressure over the Atlantic. So that's something I've been asking a lot of long-term meteorologists about, and they're doing homework on it too. Here's 2021, a little more activity across the Caribbean here. A few storms. It's not a lot, but it's more than we have during El Nino year. So there's that. Anyway, thank you, David. Raybo, yeah. All signs are pointing to a very Bonnie. There you go, Morgan. Thank you. 20 years. That's right. Bottom line is no one knows, except the water temperatures are hot. So I guess the biggest thing we'll do is monitor the water. Tommy Berg has a site here. I have it somewhere. There's McNulty. Berg weather. All right. So he's Tomerberg. It is. He had an anomaly map, but that's not the one I'm looking for. He's got great hurricane products. A lot of great maps. And I, of course, share all this kind of stuff once we get rolling with season. But there was a map showing our water temperatures are where they normally are in July. But anyway, so 2004, Cindy. Hey, yeah, 2004. Well, obviously 4 was this is what I always want to point out. 2004 was an El Nino year, okay? That's why I've never sold on these early season forecasts because 2004 was an El Nino year, which means less hurricanes. But we all know that wasn't true, because Florida got 4 hurricanes in 2004. And technically we were in El Nino in 2004. So again, I don't get too wrapped up in this kind of stuff. Here's 4. I mean, it's supposed to be very little activity, and it wasn't. So the point of me showing you all the other ones is when Mother Nature does what it's supposed to do, and then we have 2004, which obviously Gene, Francis, Charlie, and Ivan. A lot of activity. So you just don't ever know. I do know that 2 days out from any hurricane, we need to really pay attention to outliers. That is my new thing. 2 days out, 3 days out, Ian, Irma, Laura, all shifted a little bit more than they were supposed to. So nothing's ever set in stone. It's so important to look at model trends, look at outliers, be prepared. Be prepared inland effects. Number one thing I hear from people, talking to people when I'm out doing these things, the inland effects are always catching everybody off guard. That would be flooding from inland flooding, which is always major. Water grounds are usually saturated in the summertime, so water does not drain at all, comes down at a high rate. So you get a lot of inland flooding, which is not storm surge. Storm surge is coastal. Inland flooding is from rain. And also wind-blown retention ponds and lake effects surge from winds. So inland flooding a major deal. And obviously winds on a strengthening hurricane do not decrease as it makes landfall. Sometimes they increase as they make landfall. Ida, talking to the hurricane hunters, think that it might have strengthened a little bit as it crossed land because of the brown water effect of the marshes of Louisiana. The marshes, shallow water, a lot of warm water. Across the South Everglades, Florida, a lot of warm water. There's a brown water effect, it's called, where it actually acts as a fuel source. Keeps the storm intensifying or maintain intensity. So Ida was one that never strengthened right away, and it went north. And several hours of havoc. So cool beans. That's right. Electric Classic supercharged hurricane season. That's what they're saying. But no one knows. I think jumping a little early in February might be a wrong thing to do, especially, it's only February. Water temperatures can catch up. So let's just not get too hyped up at all for that. So anyway, all right. Well, we talked a long time for sure. Had a great Daytona. If you missed all that, had a great time with Furman and crew, Coastal Claims, Paratech, helping support Florida Division of Emergency Management. Had a great time with that. And we got our cruise coming up in 2 weeks. We'll be live Wednesday. We'll be live Friday. Next Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll be on the cruise the following week, and we slowly get closer to May where we start going live more frequently. So that'll be a daily thing. Lots of dogs, lots of coffee. All right. Hey, don't forget, if you live here in Florida across the I-4 corridor, anybody across the state that needs hurricane windows, we have great friends here at Direct Remodels. 40% off, an amazing deal. You won't get anything much better than that. So give them a shout if you need any windows. We appreciate their support. Also, Done Right Roofing here locally. Pinellas, Pasco, and Hillsborough, big supporters of ours. And Decks and Docks, always putting out some great products. Getting time for the summer season, and they have amazing products on the water, and obviously a lot of our followers are on the water, And a lot of our followers can't wait for the summertime, me included. So we'll be losing the mullet. We'll be back to short hair Wednesday with the dogs. And we'll see if anything happens weather-wise. In a nutshell, everything's staying to the north, central north the next 2 days. A little bit of surge and rains this weekend. Could be some upper Gulf showers and storms Friday, Saturday, lingering to the East Coast Sunday. But nothing's showing up too bad right now. So always good to see that. All right, have a great day. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. All right, bye-bye.